I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Anyway, okay, so please let's get some support going today. Let's get our first support rolling in, shall we? Let's get our first super chat. We don't have one yet. Let's get our first membership. We don't have one yet. Let's get our first sub of the week over on Kick because we don't have one yet. But what we do have are a couple of tips. So I know that my PayPal works. Let's shout out these tips. Someone insulted my looks right away, so I'll go ahead and ignore them. And then we've got another troll. So the two, all right, we have nothing. We have no support because the first two pieces of support are trolls who I refuse to read. So who's going to be the first super chat? Who's going to be the first tip that's not Olympic loser? Who's going to be the first member and who is going to be the first sub? Let's find out. Let's get some support for the streams. All right, let's do it. Come on. All right. Now, yesterday was a good day for me. Yesterday, I spent some time with my wife, which is always appreciated. We went out and did a few things together, did a little bit of shopping, got some stuff for the house, which was nice. Also did our grocery shopping. Had a good meal out. We actually went to this pub-like restaurant, and we got a giant pretzel. A huge, fresh-baked pretzel. You tear it up and you dip it into various dipping sauces, like a beer cheese and a spicy mustard, and it was quite good. So we had some fun out yesterday. That was nice because, you know, we haven't actually had a nice day out in a while. We had a nice day out together, and it was very, very enjoyable. Also, the weather wasn't hot. It was cooler. It was cloudy most of the day. A little bit of sun, but it wasn't like overbearing heat. There was no rain. So it was actually a nice day out. It really was. Outside of that, I don't have much else to talk about. I pretty much, disassociated myself with the internet just to have a nice day with my wife. So that was a good thing, you know. If I paid attention to all the nonsense going on every day on the internet, particularly with certain parties, I'd probably, lose my mind, be in a padded room. I want nothing to do with these people. So I just ignore everything on social media, everything everywhere. I just have a nice day out, and it was well-deserved, after a full streaming week. And I'm back, and I'm, ready to do a shorter week, but a fun one. 8 days of variety is pretty cool. Excuse me. 8 streams of variety is pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever done that before. Played a different game every single stream in 1 week. So there you go. Jalen, how are you this morning? Good to see you. Did the pretzel have some salt on it or sea salt? Oh, I don't know if it was sea salt. It had some salt, but I don't know if it was sea salt, but it had salt. What happened to Mario Kart? I beat it. I beat Mario Kart, so we're done with it. I've seen all the content that has any meaning, and there's no reason to ever play it again. That's what it is. I mean, I beat everyone, including my detractors who tried to stream snipe me and prevent me from winning, and I won. So that was it. Big W. All done with that game. Nothing else to do in it. Okay. 2. I had 2 wins. One when the game first came out, and one on my final stream where literally all odds were against me, and they still couldn't hold me back. I still won. So there's nothing left to accomplish in the game. All done. Very good. What's going on, NCU? How are you, man? Good to see you. What are my thoughts on PlayStation putting games on Nintendo and Xbox? I don't care. I don't care about that at all. How do you beat Mario Kart? You do everything in it. The day it came out, I unlocked all the content in 3 hours. I beat every stage on the hardest difficulty. Then I started playing the online play, and relatively early on, I won a match of Knockout Tour, but it didn't feel rewarding because there was a lot of bots in that lobby and everything. You know, after a month and a half of the game being out, and literally every time I played it, stream snipers would join my lobbies and try to only mess with me. Like they would literally drop back on purpose to go behind me and then all hit me with items at once. I still won. So once you do that, it's like, wow, I still beat them all. There's nothing they can do to hold me back. It's an allegory for real life. And I'm done with it. There's nothing else to do in the game. Like, there's really nothing to accomplish. I've unlocked all the carts. I haven't unlocked all the skins, but that's just collecting food bags. Who cares about that? I've seen all the tracks. I've done everything. So mission accomplished, 100%, full on platinum, all achievements achieved, done, move on. That's how it works. Good evening to you, LJJ. How are you? Eva Cowboy fan has tipped the buck and says, unfortunately, you can't stay for most of the podcast. How are things going? They're going good. I'm excited for a shorter week. Any update regarding reactions or anything? No. Still trying to understand why I tend to be persistent with playing certain games despite being incredibly frustrated with them. If you mean fighting games, it depends on the fighting game. For example, with Street Fighter 6, I really liked Street Fighter 6 for about a year. I don't like it anymore. So if I play it now, I'm just frustrated with it. If you mean like Capcom versus SNK 2, that's a game I played back in the day when it was prominent, when it was one of the big 4 competitive Capcom games, which it was for about a decade. All right. I play it now because it's really the only way I can play a classic game and get a taste of good stuff. I don't like modern fighting games that much. They've been too dumbed down. They're too centered around online play and having really bad pattern play based on that. Very little of the mechanics that actually were the core foundations of fighting games back in the day are even used in modern fighting games anymore. They're just very simple. So I enjoy the harder to execute, more complex games of yesteryear, and I have to suffer through playing with online lag and people who abuse it to play it. There's not much you can do. You just put up with it, right? So I'm going to sit here and rage and lag, but I'm still going to persevere. You know, take a look at Friday night. Yeah, there was 1 or 2 players who were awful, abusing lag and being complete dickheads about it, because that's how they hit their grandmaster rankings. They literally just did abusable things you can't stop online. But I still won more than I lost. I still gained a ridiculous amount of points, and I'm leveling up. So that's the whole point, right?